want to give a big shout out to my wife. Can we give her a hand? She's not actually here. I told her I would be performing tonight. She said, "Oh, that's late. It was a hard pass." I love my wife. She supports me in everything I do, except this. I don't even think she thinks I'm funny. Why would I think that? Because she tells me I'm not funny every chance she gets. And she makes damn sure to let our 5- and 3-year-old kids know as well. Daddy thinks he's funny, but he's really not. Maybe my wife thinks I'm not funny because she saw me try improv. Okay, she wasn't at that show either. But several years ago, I took Improv 101 right here at this theater. 6 weeks of hearing 2 rules of improv: say yes and make your partner look good. Well, at our grad show, in front of a sold-out crowd, I started the scene by writing on a chalkboard. Someone on my team says, "No, you're in the wrong class." And they went in a completely different direction without me. So I might have been the first person ever to fail Improv 101. They say the music that you're into when you're 13 or 14 is the music that you're into for the rest of your life. Now, most parents would love for their child to be into the kind of music that they're into. My dad loved for me to listen to classic rock, 70s hits, stuff like that. My mom, on the other hand, well, when I was 13, we were at Best Buy. I had some bar mitzvah money to spend, so I was picking out some music. My mom took one look at the CD on top of the stack and was having none of it. You might expect this kind of reaction if I were picking up like the latest Biggie album. This was blood, sweat, and tears. She was deeply offended that I would want to listen to classic hits from the late 60s, such as "You've Made Me So Very Happy." She thought that I was so socially awkward that the only way I could connect with kids my age would be to listen to music of the day, even if that was a song about dolls screwing each other. That's right, she made me get this CD with that Barbie girl song on it. I swear I didn't listen to it a single time. But my interest in music did start to change, and around that same time, so did my interest in girls. My first school crush was in 7th grade, a girl named Sarah Silva. That's right, I have last names and I'm going to use them. They aren't here supporting me either. Sarah was real popular, cute, would actually talk to me, but I never advanced past me thinking she was really cute, and I never gave her any indications that I was interested. But you can bet that Sarah Smile by Hall & Oates and Sarah by Starship were playing on repeat that school year. I didn't care that those songs spelled the Sarah without an H. I didn't even care that the Starship song was unquestionably a breakup song. I just liked hearing the name. It sure confused the hell out of my parents, though. My mom in particular was not pleased. After all, Starship in the 80s evolved from Jefferson Starship in the 70s, which evolved from Jefferson Airplane in the 60s, and no son of hers was going to be listening to music from her childhood. So Sarah was my first school crush, but the first girl I ever really took an interest in was Meredith Rubin from summer camp. Summer camp is huge for Jewish youth. They make movies about it. From that first summer before 5th grade, I was instantly drawn to Meredith, so much so that I couldn't talk to her at all. Do you have any idea how hard it is to not talk to someone for weeks at a time when you spend every waking moment in activities with them? It took me literally 3 years to talk to this girl. Finally, summer before 8th grade, I asked her to go with me on the Shabbat walk. Just trust me on this one that this was a big deal. It was like a weekly Jewish puberty prom. So we had a great time with all the Friday evening festivities that went on at camp each week, and after that night, you know what I did? I went right back to being completely incapable of talking to her. It would take me another 3 years to be able to talk to her again. Seriously, I couldn't talk to her for the rest of that summer or the next 2 summers. I swear I was not being rude. I was that shy and unconfident. But 8th grade is when things really kicked into high gear. It was then that I met Ashley Bowman, and I fell for her hard. Music from The Police provided the soundtrack. Why The Police? Because the police are fucking awesome, and you don't ever need an excuse to listen to the police. I do not have to explain or defend myself on this one. Thank you very much. Every little thing she did was magic. Complete with all the unrequited love that the song implies. Hey, I know damn well that Every Breath You Take is pretty much a stalker song. It's still fit. I just had such success talking to a girl one time over the summer that I knew that it was best for me to tell Ashley exactly how I felt about her. I wasn't going to tell her using my voice. I wasn't that bold. So the week of the big school dance, I left a note on her desk before 6th period English. I also was not brave enough to tell her it was me writing the note. At least not directly. Being in Arkansas at the time, I was the only Jewish kid anyone in school had ever met. So to give away my identity, I said that I had danced the hora more than anyone else at school. I was so lame, and I have no excuse for it. I'm sorry. So Ashley read the note, and the expression on her face just dropped. I shriveled up like a frightened turtle as she went to the teacher to show her the note. The next day, my so-called friends left a note on my desk to openly mock me. You know, declaring their innermost desires to be with me and such. I got pissed off. The same teacher pulled me aside and said to me knowingly, "It was Daniel who left the note on Ashley's desk yesterday to make it appear to be from you, wasn't it?" Absolutely. To this day, I sometimes think about how my childhood and adolescence, even beyond, might have been different if I could have just gotten up the courage to talk to Sarah, or to Ashley, or to Meredith more than once in 6 years. But maybe that's why it's a good thing my wife isn't here, because she would absolutely be saying right now, "Adam, what in the actual fuck are you even talking about?" All right, that's my time. My name's Adam Tabakin.
One more time for